Hey guys, Alex with Electrum Performance, and today I want to go over how we should be gripping different bars or dumbbells depending on whether we're doing a pushing or a pulling exercise. So a lot of people make the common mistake of just grabbing the dumbbell however they want to, regardless of the exercise that they'll be doing. And I want to show you why that's not ideal for either of those scenarios. So what we actually want to do is when we're pressing, we want to line up the dumbbell so that it stacks over the bones of our forearms. Those of you familiar with grappling would know that any weight over our forearm is going to be really hard to wrist lock somebody. Whereas if you take that same pressure and move it out away from those bones of the forearm, it's very, very easy to get the tap. We obviously don't want to tap when we're strength training. So we're going to keep that handle low in the webbing of our thumb. And as we're pressing, you'll notice that it stays over the forearm. We don't let it roll out and away from that forearm, right? Now, that's not what we want to do when we're doing a pulling motion. A pulling motion is actually going to be strongest. Think about grabbing a lapel, right? We don't grab a lapel with the middle of our hand. We really want to utilize the fingers first and then roll it into our hand. So with a dumbbell, if you're going to be performing a pulling exercise, you're going to grab it low in the hand and then roll it up into the hand. And from there, the bar will be beneath your calluses, so you won't feel it pulling that skin down. And the fingers will be strongest against the line of pull that we have here. So I'm gonna have Matt come in and demo 2 of these exercises so we can walk you through the entire thing. So grab that other 25, Matt. He's gonna get set up for a typical dumbbell bench press. So if you notice, as he's going here, go ahead up to the top, Matt. Right now, the handle of the dumbbell is stacked above the bones of his forearm. He's not totally neutral with the wrist because then it would be weighing on his thumb, but he is slightly extended. And from here, as he goes through the entire motion, even if he pauses at the bottom, we're keeping that handle centered over the bones of the forearm, and he comes back up to the top. From here, his fingers are really just loosely over the top of the handle of the dumbbell. They're not really death gripping it because they don't need to here. Go ahead and continue. So as he goes the entire time, notice how the orientation of the handle relative to the bones of his forearms remains constant. And this should hold true whether we're going with a very lightweight or a much, much heavier one. Excellent, so you can go ahead and bring those back down, Matt. And now with a pulling motion like a dumbbell row, he's going to grab it in his fingers, and roll up towards the rest of his hand. Right now, that handle is sitting, go ahead and start performing that dumbbell row. Right now, that handle is sitting beneath the calluses of his hand, and the fingers are most effectively gripping that handle. So this isn't universal just to the handles on dumbbells. Anytime we do any sort of barbell motion, ranging from a deadlift to a bent over row, we're gonna start with that barbell low in the fingers, underneath our calluses, and then rolled up into the hand. And anytime we're doing any sort of pressing motion, again with a barbell ranging from a bench press to a military press, we're gonna make sure that that bar is stacked directly above those bones of the forearm as we press either away from our chest or up and overhead.